My mind just like blends a bunch of stuff together. Thanks for 19 months, Mike Wayno. How's sub 3 going? I think I can get 301 right now. I think lower than that is gonna be hard. I mean, I don't expect everyone to be an SRM master, but there's probably a few people in here who have watched me do SRM enough to notice when I'm doing something wrong. Or when I skip an entire step, at least. Thanks for 41 months, fat boy. Thanks for 32 months, Alex, man. Oh, really, Wild Iris? Dang, I'm sorry for messing up your explanation. Yeah, I can't use top left guy because even though it's a small route change, but it throws off everything in the run by like a minute, so the video would constantly be off. Quit screwing up again. Cool. Thanks for 21 months, Primordial Donut. Thanks for 3 months, Sea Priest. Thanks, Chuck. What's the worst use of retro to describe a game I've seen? I mean, it depends on... I mean, it's kind of like... You know how we were talking about TP being 15 years old soon? It's like, how do you want to define retro? Is it just made before a certain time or made like a certain number of years ago? So like, people could probably call TP retro now. That wrong, or is that just the way time goes? I think I've seen people say stuff like Portal or something is retro. Like around that time period. Like is Portal, TP, anything pre-GameCube? Well, I feel like retro being pre-GameCube has been what you would call retro for a long time now. Like, I feel like people were saying pre-GameCube is retro like 10 years ago. So, does it not change? Or it was made for a CRT retro? I think CRT is probably a good marker. What about Wii U? Because Wii U, technically you can play on a CRT. It does have composite cables. I mean, you probably wouldn't count it anyway because it is still meant to be HDMI, but you can play Wii U on a CRT. Yeah, I feel like you have to count GameCube, PS2, Xbox as retro nowadays. Come on. Well, actually, Alterock, playing Wii U on a CRT is in some ways a better experience because at least when it comes to OOT, if you know how Wii U has enormous input lag for OOT, you get less input lag on a CRT with it. So at least in some cases, playing Wii U on a CRT reduces input lag. Oh, speaking of which, back when I was using an HDMI to AV converter when I was playing with a Wii HDMI adapter instead of the Wii Dual, I decided to just try out playing my Switch on a CRT. So I played Breath of the Wild on my CRT, and I couldn't even like see the hearts. It's like you can barely even make out the hearts on Breath of the Wild. You can't read the numbers on any of the items. You don't know how much damage anything does. Really bad. This was on a CRT TV. Yeah, it's definitely Breath of the Wild hard mode. Hardest BK skip? Probably Shadow. Yeah, it's definitely got to be Shadow. All the other ones are relatively easy. No. I think it's Pure J. Nate Young, thanks for getting 5 subs. Nate Young, thanks for gifting another 5 subs. I will get magic this time. Okay, real best split there. Thanks for another 5 gift subs, Nate Young. Dang, my SRM sections recently have been really good. I had really good SRM sections yesterday too. Well, okay, the 2 of those 3 best splits were partially because of the route changes. Like, the route change, at least in a small way, affected them. So they're not that surprising. The magic one was just genuinely a good split. No, crashing cannot brick your Wii. It asks you if you want to save your best splits when you reset, and I always say yes. I don't enjoy the runs more or less. I like SRM and I like no SRM. Thanks for 3 months, pants are good. Thanks for 2 months, tennis bowl. Thanks for the sub, Brandon. Thanks for gifting 5 more subs, Nate Young. Yeah, Link still controls normally when he's tilted. His hitbox is a little bit different. His hitbox is like squished. And it also affects stuff like throwing the boomerang and the sword hitbox and stuff, but like the movement is basically the same. Really? Really? Oh my god. I wasn't sure if I wanted to like equip boomerang there or something. Nope. Okay. Ishta, thanks for gifting a sub to Bismuth. Thanks for 4 months, Monodol. Thanks for 22 months, one word all caps. Yeah, I keep all this time save. This isn't like temporary time save that I lose later. This is real. Come on. Oh my god. Lens has gotten an adult near the end of the run. During the bottom of the whale trip as adult. Oh my god. Thanks for 30 months, okay. No, if you leave the ground before the floor master gets you, it just disappears. Like, he stops trying to go after you. You have to be on the ground. Although, actually, you might be able to jump up, like, the first few frames as he's starting to fall. Like, right at the end. Maybe. I don't think so, but maybe. Nope. The flickering menu is actually just because of items not being where they're supposed to be. You can get it to flicker just with like regular bottle duping. Although I think in this case, the SRM does kind of exaggerate it. But it can also happen just with like standard bottle duping stuff. Thanks for 19 months, Random. Thanks for another 5 gift subs, Nate Young. Thanks for 23 months, Direwolf. Cool. Thanks for 2 months, Juvenile Rex. Thanks for 23 months, Direwolf. Wait, no, I already read that. Whatever. Thanks for the raid, Wool and Sleevelet. That was the best by 1 second. And that's with the new SRM setup. The new SRM setup, unfortunately, isn't that much faster. But it's fast enough to get me a new best. Thanks for the subs, Scoobaroo. Yeah, this run's pretty juicy. Definitely a nice run. Thanks for giving me sub Artibaton. So you have to expect bad luck on Dampe. Honestly, in my experience, really good runs tend to have good Dampe luck. Now, that said, I think my Dampe luck recently has been way, way too good. I think I am due for a 69th try Dampe right now. My last 4 have been 3, 1, 3, 1. What are my last 10? I'm pretty sure my last 10 are like insane, right? Yeah, this will be the first use of Dampe coin in the casino. I don't trust that. Come on. Thanks for 42 months, Pippa. Thanks for 65 months, Demon. Thanks for 32 months, Avangor. Thanks for 22 months, CRN. Alright, open the casino. Do I have to do it? Okay, I'll do it myself. Okay, this is the first casino where you are now using Dampe coin to bet. Thanks for 2 months, Lindor. Birdie Birds, thanks for 1,000 bits. Thanks for 10 months, Zenyox. It was RNG manipulation. Or I messed up the RNG manipulation because of the bonk. Okay, yeah, I messed up the RNG manip. Rip. Keep moving. It's that time again. Yeah, I've definitely been due for a bad Dampe, so expected. I mean, it's not that bad yet. Is Dampe coin gonna crash? Oh my god, get in there. Oh. Dampe coin barely saved from crashing. Alright, I'll see what I can do with this. Just saying right now, if this PBs, this would minimum be a 301 with first try Dampe. And that's if this PBs even by like a second. PBing is definitely doable, but I gotta play well. Can get kind of lucky. We'll see if my mediocre Dampe luck just transferred the luck over to late game, maybe. Dampe in 2021 is now 18 and 11 in favor of believers. That's kind of insane. It should be like 53-47 or something. Oh yeah. Okay, I'm the one that opened the casino, so unless any other mods are here, I guess I'm the one that has to pay out too, because no mods are here, I guess. Uh, I'll pay out when I can. No, this is how Danpei Coin works. Casino runs off with the money. Come on. Alright, there we go. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wow. Dang, otherwise those cocos were really good. It was just that one guy that just ruined everything. It's always one guy. Oh no. Dude, I do not want this guy around me. Oh my god. That was really bad. That first bomb is supposed to kill him. And with it not killing him, it just kind of ruined everything. Come on. Now what am I doing? Sick time loss. That was all the stupid Tektite. Thanks for 4 months, Munchies. Thanks for the sub, Alex Tab. PB was first try. Yeah, that was the origin point of the map. At the origin, the game stores certain unloaded enemy data, and so by bombing it, you can kill Skulltulas from super far away, as long as they haven't been loaded yet. Nice, I got the float. My live slip font is Lucida Grande. Thanks for 100 bits, Rando after PB. By the way, I won't do Rando after I PB. Hey, Prek. No, you can't grab the Ocarina unless you're in the diving state, so just landing right on it isn't going to do anything. You can be right on top of it and you still won't grab it unless you're diving. Or if you're wearing iron boots. But as you can probably guess, there's a different issue with that. Hey, Kilo, thanks for gifting a sub to Prek. Well, actually, I don't think we do have an SRM to equip iron boots. We can SRM to equip hover boots and rocket boots, but I don't think we actually can equip iron boots. I mean, I'm sure it probably is possible, but at least with current SRM stuff, we don't have it. Oh yeah, I guess Age SRM would do it. Yeah, I don't know. I was thinking of the more complicated solution for some reason. Rocket boots are, you equip them and then you go flying really, really fast upwards. If you watch my glitch exhibition from the most recent GDQ, I do a little demonstration of rocket boots there. Thanks for 32 months, Grassy Bush. Yeah, the way I get that Skulltula at Hyrule Castle, I have to use ISG to kill the Skulltula, because I also have to use Ground Jump to skip the owl. But Ground Jump also doesn't let you attack. So I have to get ISG so I can still have a hitbox out. Cool. Actually, I forgot to time if buying shield from DC is faster than resetting here. Cool. Love some time loss. Yeah, I actually need to remember to time that later. I need to time if buying a Deku Shield from here, from the scrub here, is better than resetting. I don't think you can. I think only Dry and Volv can update the bot. I don't think it's any mod. No OOT devs have commented on my run. Wolf doing mod stuff. Hey, he's definitely banned some dumb plebs. He loves doing that. I almost clipped him bounds. How do I choose when I want to SRM wrong warp? It depends on how I last entered the area. If I just enter an area normally, then my last entrance is always going to be normal. Once I warp back to somewhere with Furrow's Wind is set as the glitched entrance point. So if I warp somewhere with it, then it'll set my last entrance as glitched. And then as long as I keep using that warp to other areas, then I'll still have it. As soon as I leave an area normally, then it'll deactivate until I warp back with Furrow's Wind again. Cool. So for example, when I entered Fire Temple, it was off. When I warped to DC, then I got the glitch. Then I warped to Furrow's Wind, still had the glitch. Warped to Mirror Shield, still had the glitch. Went into Spirit Temple normally, no longer had the glitch. And then next time I warp back to Furrow's Wind, I'll get it again. Dude, I think that was like a second away from the eye roll. You just couldn't see it. Off-screen eye roll. Dampe and burning my shield. But more Dampe. Alright, see you later, Mayans. Yeah, right now I'm thinking 301 is probably roughly what I want. 300 flat would maybe be possible with a super good run. It'd need to be like incredible though. I was early. First time I've ever been early there. Cookie dough, is that the Paper Mario OOT screenshot thing? Yeah, I saw that earlier. I should retweet that. That's a great tweet. I'm taking this run all the way. As long as this run doesn't like crash or softlock or end in some other horrible way, I plan on finishing it. No chance on keeping F3s as adult because they crash as adult. I'm not really sure how much time F-boots would save if you could use them as adult. It's kind of hard to judge because it actually feels like they would be a lot less helpful as adult. But they definitely would be helpful. Probably still a few extra minutes, like probably enough to get sub 3, but also probably not like a crazy amount. Oh, come on. Dude. Dude. I always found crouch stabbing the Stalfos' child to be really annoying. But I don't know, maybe I should look into it more. Or it's easy to get the first one off, but then after the first one it gets kind of annoying. At least in my experience. Thanks for 29 months, Rep Collector. Dude. Thanks for the years, ESG. Thanks for 18 months, Palm D. Hammer would be an extra equip, I think, so probably not worth it. Although I don't think I've thought too much about equips there, maybe. Maybe I could find something to work out. But it'd have to like bleed into the next few equips too. Thank you, Ocarina. Oh, it would also be an extra equip swap, which is kind of bad. Thanks for 28 months, Pokemon Ace. I'm sure Link appreciates it. No, the hammer over bottle gets overwritten. It used to get overwritten after Cocoa Bottle, now it gets overwritten at the first or second Lost Toys SRM. Although there's no way you keep it past Cocoa Bottle at the very least. This first bottle you get goes over bottle slot 1. Not quite it. Thanks for 2 months, Rodnand. Thanks for 35 months, Skyline. Something really dangerous about this new route, since we don't have Hylian Shield anymore, the way the cursor moves there, it's very easy to accidentally equip a Curious Tunic. And that would be terrible, to have to use a regular tunic for the rest of the run. Dude, I don't like when he bites this far away. Okay, whatever. Hylian Shield is moved with lens. To get it on the lens strip to bottom of the well. Come on. Bite. Bite. Please. Not gonna bite. Going all the way around. Not great. Only 10 seconds. Really? Hello? How'd that even happen? Yeah, that RBA is so that we get the fast chest opening for lens. We have to RBA there no matter what, so it's not like it's any extra. So we just get a free fast lens chest out of it. This run doesn't seem to be going well. Actually, it's pretty fine. We just had bad Dampe. I can blame the majority of my problems with this run on Dampe. I lost 2 minutes to Dampe. Thanks for 38 months, Eski. I mean, it definitely had a few extra mistakes. The burning Deku Shield thing is still really bad, but I would be ahead if it weren't for Dampe. It was 7th try Dampe. The bot's incorrect. Blowing the fishing rod was to get blank B in Zora's Domain, and that's what let me use Furrow's Wind, because you're normally not supposed to use Furrow's Wind outside of a dungeon. But if you have blank B and down A, which is the ladder glitch, at the same time, then you can use it outside a dungeon. If I needed it for that. Yeah, you can watch that cutscene as an adult. It still activates first time you load the room, regardless of if you're adult or child. So you would just like SRM, do adult SRM, and then go in there, and you watch it as an adult. The Child Zelda and Crystal cutscene is completely unrelated. The Burning Shield in Ganon's Castle Crash, that's because it's specifically the Burning Shield actor loaded at the same time as Zelda crashes. During that cutscene, there's, no Burning Shield. Because the Burning Shield is different than just, like, General Shield. Yeah, Goron and Zora's Tunic would work exactly the same as Child. Same with Iron Boots and Hover Boots. Except they'd be invisible as Child. Iron Boots and Hover Boots would still look like Kokiri Boots, but otherwise still work fine. Kokiri and Zora's Tunic, or Goron and Zora's Tunic, you would still see the color change as Child. Lots of gold adult splits. I don't know about that. My adult is barely optimized in terms of best splits. PB is definitely not out of the question, but it'd be very hard. I'd need my best adult ever to PB with this. Including luck. I need like best gameplay and best luck. And I kind of don't want a PB in a run that had a godlike first hour, a very mediocre second hour, and then another godlike third hour. Well, I just use balanced, I guess. I have no background in any software stuff. I have 0 programming experience. Anything that sounds like programming experience is stuff I've learned from OOT, and I probably sound like I know more than I actually do. Maybe I do know more than I think. I'm not really sure. I mean, I haven't really actually tried like learning programming stuff. I kind of want to, but at the same time, it's just a lot of time. I already don't have enough time for all the stuff I want to do. How do I make more time? Just SRM more time. Just RBA more time. I like how chat's all on the same page. Yes, I have played Guitar Hero. I actually played a lot of Guitar Hero 3 on Wii. I could play songs on medium. Casual Guitar Hero stream? You mean casual DMCA stream? But no, I wouldn't stream it. Why don't video games get DMCA'd? Because video game publishers choose not to. They very well could. And they even have. Sometimes, there are some game devs that'll like DMCA people streaming it on release or something. But they could very well DMCA anyone playing their games and streaming it. They just choose not to. Usually. There are exceptions, as we're all aware. Yeah, like Nintendo did with Age of Calamity, exactly. Waited an extra half second there. Make sure that I did my ESS turns correct. That was a really weird camera compared to what I'm used to, so I can tell exactly if what I was doing was right. Luckily it worked out. Oh, I hate being on top of the chest. Dude. Oh my god. Gonna be really bad. Ooh. Yeah, I only have to free one of them because earlier in the run I do an SRM that sets the flag for 3 of them being freed. Rolling has a slower top speed with hover boots, but you slow down less because you're like, you still slide between rolls. And so because of that, I think you overall go a little bit faster with hover boots, but you also need a really good reason to like, that's only if it's uninterrupted, when you are rarely rolling uninterrupted for a long time. Plus the extra pause. So it needs to be like uninterrupted and for some other good purpose, which basically never comes up. Oh yeah, in Rando, if you find yourself rolling a lot, it probably is worth it to occasionally equip hover boots. Actually, the true optimal way to do it in Rando, if you really want to be optimal, you start your first roll with Kukuri boots, you switch to hover boots, and then you keep rolling with hover boots until you need to stop and then immediately switch to Kukuri boots. So use Kukuri to get to top speed, then switch to hover boots. I think. Yeah, this is specifically if you're rolling a lot. If you end up backwalking, then yeah, you're gonna want to just backwalk it with Kukuri boots. This is specifically in a situation where you want to roll a lot. Like if there's a lot of turns. Which one? Yep, that's a Dampe spike. I would be ahead if it weren't for Dampe. Thanks for giving us a cold cheese. Aside from Dampe, this run's pretty good. It had a few dumb mistakes, but mostly good. Again, would have been ahead of PB. With the same Dampe as PB. Dampe was 7th try. Cool, Bill Jobs. Yeah, I'm doing alright. I play games outside of streaming sometimes, but not super often. Well, I do a lot of practice of this game off stream. For like other games in general, sometimes. I finally got Bowser's Fury the other day. I was like not sure if I wanted to get it or not, and I finally played it, and it's okay, I guess. Actually, question about that game, because there's something that I thought was really dumb, and I'm not sure if it gets better later or something. So there's like blocks in that game that can only be broken by Bowser when Bowser's all mad and stuff. Does that get better later? Because having to wait for Bowser to break those is ridiculously annoying. And I think is a terrible mechanic. Does that change? Because that's by far the worst thing in the game so far. No? Okay, cool. That's really terrible. Other than that, game's alright, I guess. Oh, he becomes perma-aggro from 40 to 50. I guess that kinda is better. Well, if that means like after 50 he stops, then I don't know if it's that much better if it's like a limited time thing. Wait, seriously? You can use a Bowser amiibo? Oh my god. You shouldn't have told me that, because now I'm extremely mad. Oh my god. I hate amiibos so much. The cat theme of Bowser's Fury, I think it's really weird. I think the point where I thought it went too far is I saw a piranha plant with cat ears and I'm like, seriously? I don't get Nintendo's like cat obsession from 3D worlds and things related to it. It's like they add one power up that turns Mario into a cat, and then suddenly everything has to be cat themed. Come on. Oh my god. Thanks for 26 months, NTH. I hate getting the slow walk there. How long does 100% run usually take if you just learn the strats? It depends on what you're talking about. If you're talking about this run, if you just learn the strats, you're probably not going to be able to finish a run very easily because this run is extremely difficult until you get pretty good at it. So how long would probably be several hours because you'll probably keep failing and resetting. For no SRM, where you're more likely to actually be able to finish a run, like I think 5 or 6 hours. Maybe a little over, depending on how much practice you do beforehand. This run has, I think, 5 intended deaths. I think we actually subtract 2 deaths from... I think the whole lens reroute saves 2 deaths. So I think it's 5 now. I have moderate interest in Zelda's lore. I used to care a lot more when I was a kid. It's still kind of cool, but like, I'm not super into it, I guess. It's neat. Thanks for 45 months, AdSense. Nintendo barely cares about the Zelda lore. Exactly. How can you care that much about the Zelda lore when Nintendo barely cares about it? This could be bad. Okay. Still kind of bad. But could have been much worse. Dampé's still a thing. Dampé is so much of a thing that this run would be ahead without Dampé. I lost 2 minutes to Dampé this run. Do you think about making a rule so that Dampé time doesn't count? No, because that's not how it works. You can't just suddenly take time out of a speedrun because you feel like it. Where it takes no skill and it's pure luck, why does that matter? Where in the speedrunning rules do we say that we care that we don't need to care about luck. It's part of the game. It's part of 100%, and so you need to do it. No, speedrunning is not a show of skill. Speedrunning is beating the game fast. There is typically skill involved in beating the game fast, but speedrunning is not a show of skill. And it should not be thought of that way. Or at least that's not the primary thing. Alright, here's where we actually get lens. Here's where it changes. Or adults portion of the change. Yeah, Hylian Shield is needed for 100%. Yeah, we get a key and we don't use it for 2.5 hours. Thanks for 18 months, Poison Ivy Bong hit. Yeah, you have to wait for the flying skull either way. Although I guess it would make it easier and not necessarily lose time. And probably technically still lose a tiny bit of time. I guess if you really wanted to make it easier on yourself, you could get that key later without really losing that much time. Yeah, the wall bounces just for show. Okay, it is technically still possible for me to PB if the rest of the run goes amazingly. That includes good luck and good skill. Oh right, the gambit, whatever, it's too late for this. Yeah, I do glitch you on. DM me and I can send you one later. Nope, answer's no. No quick kill. So at the very least, that was pretty much best case scenario with no quick kill. Could have been like maybe 2 seconds faster. No, losing less than 15 seconds here is completely unrealistic. Rio 420, yeah, I'll try to get through. No, 30420 would actually kind of suck. I want to still get a 303. I think I can still get a 303. Thanks for 43 months, KX. Yeah, this is my last run today. I'll be done after this. Yeah, this should at the very least be my best quality run. As long as I don't make a big mistake near the end, this should be my best run minus Dampe. See if I can get my best run minus Dampe to be like a theoretical 302. That'd be nice. Yeah, my controllers hold up pretty well. They usually last 3 to 4 years or something. I don't know exactly how many controllers I've gone through, but not a whole lot. Thanks for 56 months, Amahara. Have you ever tried running O2 with a Wavebird controller? Actually, I started on a Wavebird controller because I didn't know that input lag was a thing yet. I love my Wavebird back in the day. Dude, if you don't know about input lag, Wavebird is like amazing. You can play the game without the wire. I actually don't remember how bad Wavebird lag is. It's probably honestly not that bad. I'd need to go try it out again at some point. I probably have the controller lying around somewhere, but I doubt I have the receiver. Oh, quick shot. Nice. Double. Of course, I'm gonna get a good Twin Rova in a bad run or a bad Dampe run. No triple. Oh, but I'm gonna get a fast shot from... Hello? Are you serious? That looked like it was gonna be a fast shot. No double-double. That did seem like a pretty decent first phase though. Thanks for 2 months, Andrews Cuckos. Have you ever jumped off the edge here accidentally? Accidentally, I don't think so. On purpose, yes, because if you jump off and then the cutscene for the second phase starts, you get teleported back to the top. So for fun, I've done that. Or no, I think I did that at one point and then I stopped because I messed it up and then it's just like a bad idea. It depends on what you mean by capable of playing this game casually. Like, I still know how it goes normally, but I wouldn't really want to do it because, I mean, I've done it before. And there's not really more to get out of it. I've played it casually many times, so there's not really more to get out of it. Oh no. It just hit me that I can actually PB with this. That's bad. Please give me bad luck. You've gotta be kidding me, dude. Am I seriously gonna PB with this run? I will not throw. I will do my best. But I do not want to PB with this. Thanks for the sub, Quantum Kappa. Yeah, this would be 301 with first try. And then consider also the shield burn in DC. That was another 40 seconds. And then various other dumb mistakes. Maybe 300. Oh, thanks for 7 months, Killseth. Why don't I want a PB? Because one, I hate small PBs. Two, this run has the most annoying, how do I say it? What's the word? I can't think of the word right now. I think you're 33 months, Liam. Distribution. This run has the most annoying distribution of time save. The first hour is amazing. The second hour is terrible. The third hour is amazing. Thanks for 14 months, Inoya. Yeah, I would definitely need balanced or median. Apparently median's a thing that I want to try out. Yes, I want a redistribution of time save. Thanks for 8 months, so there be. Thanks for 100 bits new to this. We must redistribute the time save. These the means of saving time. No, the run that missed Ganon Slash was a few PBs ago. I'm really gonna PB with this dude. I'm so mad. This wasn't even supposed to be a PB run. This was just finished for practice. Oh, you know what? Okay, if I get 303.33, I'm okay with this. I didn't even realize. that 303.33? I think it should be. Actually, it might be 32. Oh no, I might waste a second. Oh, should I waste a second? I don't wanna. But I want 303.33. No, dude. That was a second too fast. I'm sorry. You know what? That might have even been a 31. I think I might have even split late. I'll have to retime it. Anyway, again, that run was not supposed to PB. This run had 7th try Dampe. I lost 2 minutes. As you can see here. And then I also lost more time. And then I was just continuing just for practice. And then I somehow PB'd. So yeah, 301 definitely possible because this would have been 301 with first try Dampe. And even lower kind of because I made some bad mistakes in Child also. Although this was also with an amazing first hour. Up to Dampe was my best time by a lot. Well, it's kind of hard to tell for sure because it's definitely my best time by a lot, but also some of the changes from the new route helped with that. And I've only been running it for a few days, so it might change. It was very good first hour, very mediocre second hour, very good third hour. Thanks for gifting 5 subs, MM Rando after PB. I'm not doing MM Rando after this PB. Thanks for 23 months, Mad Musty. This was no more of a quick kill, but it was the best I could do without the quick kill. Thanks for giving a sub, Yalite. How much was that bongo at Best Buy? 2 seconds, okay. Thanks for gifting 5 subs, Phantom Hive. Beach. I PB'd on accident. Oops, I'm sorry. How far from best possible turnover was that? I think it was 5 seconds away from my best. 4 seconds away. Although I don't think my best split for Twin Rova is actually like as good as it could be. Although as good as it could be is like kind of ridiculous. I actually need to compare with my Lotad Twin Rova because my Lotad Twin Rova I specifically manipulated it to be basically as fast as possible. Thanks for 2 months, Fuzzy Fungi. Thanks for 6 months, Folander. Thanks for gifting a sub, Esme. Okay, yeah, I guess I'll tweet. I'm sorry for ruining 30333. Thanks, Nyans. Thanks, Prek. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for 2 months, Dark Watcher. Yeah, 30303 probably would have been a little bit nicer, but, you know, take what you can get. I'm running this on Wii VC. Oh yeah, button count. Always gotta do the button count. Oh wow, this button count is way higher than usual. I went over 9,000 A presses again. How'd I press A so many more times this run? I've been getting sub 8,000 pretty frequently recently. No, I'm not going to run Paper Mario Ocarina of Time, sorry. How much faster is WBC? It's hard to put a number on it because there's one particular thing that would crash on N64, and a lot of different rerouting would have to be done for that, so you'd have to like figure out how to reroute it and then also include lag and loading. Lag and loading probably accounts for like 2 to 3 minutes, although we've never formally timed it. Which actually reminds me that I was going to use my old Lotad to time lag by playing it back on both N64 and VC, and I forgot to do that. I should do that at some point. What if you pay me what? To run Paper Mario? No. Paper Mario's the easy part though. I don't even have a Paper Mario Kart. Paper Mario Kart. I didn't mean it like that. I mean, they're probably not expensive. I probably could get one easily. Okay, look. OOT Ace is really boring, okay? I just don't want to do OOT Ace again. No, I don't want to do the slingshot route again. Please. Wii U VC does not run the same. Wii U is very bad because it has an enormous amount of input lag, and it makes it very hard to play well at all. And also, you have much worse options for controllers because all the controllers that you can use on Wii VC don't have notches, which are pretty important in this game. My July 2020 load head on N64, I think that'll crash pretty early on. The more recent one, the November one, will work on N64 except for the adult SRM, which is near the start of the second part. Thought PB was dead. Me too. I accidentally played too well.